Add to the stream, baby. Hey, what's up, guys? Whew. All right, I got my mic here. I got my glasses here. Let me adjust the camera a little bit so it gets a little bit more on my head. Hey, all right. I don't know why. You know what? It's crazy, guys. I get it arranged perfectly, and then when I start the recording, thing goes crazy. I don't know why I'm getting these shadows, stuff like that, but I'm getting them anyway. All right, here we go. Hey guys, what's up? All right, today our show, still making adjustments, guys. Today our show is going to be about creating unlimited, unlimited self-belief. Okay. One of the things, the reason why I teach some of the things I teach, and you know how I start some of my shows and how I start some of them, or what some of my topics are, is because of the fact that there's certain things I personally will struggle with. Like, in my life, I've seen that sometimes I'll struggle with consistency. Sometimes I'll struggle with self-belief, self-confidence, my ability to do what I'm setting out to do. And what I've come to realize is that, when you find out what you struggle with, trust me, there is a tribe out there that's struggling with similar things. See, I don't think we're all that different in what we struggle with and what we do. For those of you that are new to the broadcast, my name is Jeff Hanson, aka the Silver Fox. A name that was given to me by a young lady in the gym, and I like the name, so I say, hey, let's keep that. Okay. Well, let's jump. First of all, let me say Happy New Year to everyone. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. If you're feeling a little bit down on the New Year or the holidays, or you're setting up your resolutions and you don't feel as motivated, don't worry about it. It happens to everyone. But what you got to realize is that that's going to happen. You got to realize, what I began to realize is I began to understand that you're not ever going to always want to do something. You're not always going to be super duper motivated and ready to take on the world. But what you have to do is you have to tamper that with the super duper days. So one of my mentors, Jim Rome, said, never get too up and too down. Okay, when you're up, say thank you and batten down the hatches, because trust me, the downtime is coming. So this is the first broadcast of the year, and I'm really excited about it because I'm learning some things about the topics that I'm teaching. Like I learned, like in belief, how do you creating unlimited self-belief. Let me tell you how you do that, and I told you I'm gonna give you 3 secrets, okay? And if you stay to the end, I got a free gift for you. It is an amazing gift. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, it's a free gift, and it's gonna help you implement all that I was telling you to do about self-belief. Now, the number one thing in self-belief is we have to change how we think about ourselves. Oftentimes we think about, what we'll do is we'll think about the failures and the struggles we have. One of the main things you have to understand I began to understand, is that everyone has good and bad. You think about Michael Jordan, right? Everybody think basketball, and he was amazing. I've heard he's still amazing, right? But Michael Jordan also had a gambling problem. He did. Okay. You look at some top performers, and some of them have passed away because of their problems. What a lot of times people call them, those things, is fatal flaws. For every great light, there's great darkness. And yin yang, heaven, hell. There can be no virtue if there's no wretchedness. You see what I'm saying? So you have to realize, I have to realize and come to grips with the side of me that may not be the super motivated guy, the guy that's getting things accomplished, the guy that's saving great amount of money, or traveling the world. There's another side of me that want to stay in bed. Can I just be real with you? There's another side of me that don't want to get up and take a shower. Just want to stay in bed and watch, I don't know, old episodes of the Jetsons and McGill Gorilla and all that kind of stuff. And so when you come to grips with that, like I used to try to say, NDO, the motivation thing is NDO, no days off, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I can't run like that. Now, some people, it works well, but I can't run like that. I need my downtime. So Sundays is my downtime, my planning time, my meditative time, that I can just sit, and if I want to watch indiscriminate TV, if I want to, watch crazy stuff, then I do it that day. Okay, a day I don't really. If I do a workout, it ain't stringent and all that hard and push. No, I'll just sit and I'll relax, or I just take my bike out and just go for a ride, an hour, 2 hour ride, because you need that time to recharge. Okay, so the first secret in creating unlimited self-belief is understanding or changing I had to change my idea of who I was. And what I mean by that is, I'm not just my bad habits. I'm not just my struggles. I'm also my strengths, that ran the marathon, that skydived and mixed martial arts and lift weights and squat 315 and all that. I'm that guy too, but that's your highlights. That's not really the whole game. That's just the highlights. And so you have to see both sides of it. And when you weigh yourself rightly with your good, your bad, and your indifferent, you'll get a better estimation of who you are, your self-worth, and your self-belief will grow. Because you'll know, you know what? That's part of who I am, and you know what? I'm good with that. That'll start increasing your belief in yourself. And say it to yourself. Say, yes, I flunked that test, but I also scored 50 points on the basketball court. So weigh it out even. Don't just talk about your negativity. That's how people, a lot of times when I hear people are dealing with depression, they concentrate, they magnify their negatives, and they don't magnify their positives. And you're judging yourself unfairly because you're not looking at both sides of it. So secret number one is change your ideas of yourself. And the way you do that is you become honest with who and what you are. And no, there's no, it's not that you're bad in that area. It's that may not be an area of super strength. Even Superman had his kryptonite. Bruce Wayne had his dark persona. Flash has yellow. You see? So weigh that in the balance. Don't judge yourself fairly. Okay, be a fair judge of who and what you are. Because all those people you see online that's working out regularly and having the nice physiques and the nice bodies, trust me, they'll have days where they don't get out of bed. They'll have days they didn't want to eat right. So when we start understanding that, when I began to understand that, I stopped beating myself up so bad. And my belief in who I was and what I could accomplish began to grow. That was number one. Okay? So number one is, I'll go over it again, just a little bit. Change your ideas and judge yourself fairly. That's one. Two is, think about the ideal you, okay? Visualize it in your mind. What would they look like? You 2.0, the best you ever. How would he look? How would she look? How would she think? How would he think? How would he work? How would she work? What time would you get up? All of these attributes of the ideal you, the 2.0 you, the best you ever, and I want you to write them down. Remember the other video I spoke about manifesting? The first step to bringing the spiritual into the natural is to write it down. That is an act of creation. When you write that down, what you're going to find out and what's going to happen is you're going to become you're going to get better clarity in who you're striving to become. Now all your goals are going to have a greater meaning. You're going to be more self-directed. You're going to be more focused. That's going to increase your self-belief. That's going to increase your idea of who you are and the ability of what you can do. That begins to increase your self-belief. The more you meditate on it, the more the belief is driven down into past your conscious mind, down into your subconscious mind. So second step is visualization. Visualize you 2.0. Visualize the ideal you. Visualize you as the best you ever. And as you do that, and then what did I say do? Write it down. Because when you write that down, I'm going to tell you something. If you really want to take it to that next level, read it every day. When you first get up in the morning, read it. Look in the mirror and just read it. I don't care whether you believe it or not. Read it. Meditate on it. Think on it. Because now, as you continue to do that, and you wrote it down, it starts to manifest more in your attributes, manifest more in your mindset, manifest more in your behaviors. That starts to increase your self-belief because you'll see yourself thinking differently, performing differently, doing differently. Okay? So that's two. The first one is what? Don't judge yourself unfairly. Judge yourself fairly. Your good, your strengths, and your weaknesses. And guess what? And do I say, strengthen your weaknesses? I would say just focus on your strengths. Because the more you focus on your strengths, the more you perform your weaknesses less. Okay, that's one. And two is to visualize the future you. Remember we talked about generating or emanating future energy to create a future with? Because if you use past energy to try to generate a future, you get a future that resembles your past if you use past energy. The only way that you create future energy is with a future vision, dream, or aspiration for yourself. Even the Bible says a man without a vision will perish. And when it says perish, it simply means that you'll repeat the past. Okay? So one, judge yourself correctly. Estimation of who and what you are. Two, visualize the future you. Let's talk about the third secret to creating unlimited self-belief. And that is, go out and do something, man. Implement what you've learned, man. Go out and just do something. I don't care. Let's say you never ran around the block. So power walk around the block. Just that one little act right there. Do you understand that that's going to increase your self-belief in who you are? Do a little bit. I don't care if it's run down the stairs. It's going to increase your self-image, your self-esteem, your self-value, and your self-belief in who you are. So do something. I don't care how small it is. Just do that. I'm still, I get up 3 in the morning. Well, my clock is set at 3 in the morning. So the first couple of times I set that up, guess what? I was hitting that snooze button. But what happened is, the more I did it, the more it rings every morning. Eventually I get up. I started getting up at 4. Then I started getting up at 3:45. Now I'm getting up like 3:15. So step by step by step by step. Now, if you have any questions on any of this, just, make a comment. But anyway, so number 3 is do something. And you could use the self-starter. I got from W. Clement Stone's book, W. Clement Stone's book, The Success System That Never Fails, and that is do it now. If you wake up in the morning, you be laying in your bed, you don't want to get up, just say in your mind, do it now, 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 do it now. 10 times and then jump up out the bed. Lunchtime, something you don't want to do, say, do it now, 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 and then just run, do it. Don't think about it. Before you go to bed at night, do it now, 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 and then do it. If you do that for 7 days, it becomes a habit, it becomes entrenched in your subconscious mind, and guess what? Become more and more automatic, and your belief in yourself will grow because you're starting to implement. Not only are you visualizing, not only are you judging yourself correctly, but you're implementing. And when you implement, your self-belief goes through the roof. When I skydived for the first time, my self-belief in what I could do and who I was grew. My self-belief in me just grew throughout the roof. Grew through the roof. When I first saved $1,000, my belief in what I could do grew through the roof. When I bought my first car, same thing. And when you start implementing these things, that is what's going to increase your self-belief and create unlimited self-belief for you. And remember this, you only act on things that you already believe. Your belief is what taps into your potential. Your belief is what taps you into the next level of what you want to accomplish and what you want to do. So as you increase that self-belief, you'll increase that self-ability. So God bless you. This is Jeff Hansen, aka the Silver Fox. Now, like I said, we open it up for Q&A. And if I don't get any Q&As on the comments, I'll come up with some Q&A myself. Okay? Let's talk about the first step. First, any of you watching right now, what is the 3 steps to creating unlimited self-belief? Make a put it in the comments. What do you think it is? What's the 3 steps to creating unlimited self-belief? I'm gonna give a couple of seconds here. Also, let me give you this information while I'm waiting to see if anyone answers. My page, 365 Days of Fitness on Facebook, 365 Days of Fitness Challenge. That is my YouTube page, and I post on the page every day. I haven't posted for the last couple of days. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'll be starting to post. When I get done right now, I'll be going and posting again. All right, so, and when you tap into this, if you're watching this on YouTube, so if you like what you see and like what you hear, subscribe to the channel. And I heard people say, oh, for the culture, but subscribe to the channel. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and help us get in front of more people. And like and subscribe, so you get all the announcements. You won't miss an episode. And as we advance in our ability and technique and skill set, you'll get the benefits of the better broadcast. Also, if you see my eyes down over there, that is because that's where my laptop is, and I'm constantly looking. Okay, so what's 3 secrets to creating unlimited self-belief? 1 is judge yourself correctly. If you're going to judge your failures or your struggles or your weaknesses, I want you to judge your strengths the same way, with the same energy and the same enthusiasm. Because when you judge yourself correctly, you'll realize how valuable and powerful you are, because we all have Michael Jordan level talent. All right? What's number 2? Visualize the future you. Visualize it in the present. So visualize what you would look like as you 2.0. The best you ever. How would you dress? How would you speak? How would you think? What books would you read? What would you watch on YouTube or television? How would you go to work? What time would you get up in the morning? What time would you go to bed at night? How would you work out in the gym? Start doing that, it increases That's step one. That's the first secret. The second secret is, well, that was the second secret of visualization. The first step, the secret is judge yourself correctly. Second secret is judge your good as well as your bad, and judge yourself correctly. And third is implement, 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 implement. The more you do, the more you believe you can do. It builds your self-belief, your belief in self of what you can accomplish, who you can become, and what you can do. Okay? Let's talk about the second step. How do you visualize those things? Write them down. Remember what I told you? Write it down. That's the first major step of creation, of manifesting things from the spirit to the natural, is writing it down and hanging it up. Okay? Let's talk about the third step. Third step is what? What's the third step? Implement. Do a little bit. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Inch by inch, everything's a cinch. How do you run a marathon? You don't run a marathon by going out trying to run 10, 15, 20 miles. You start running. The marathon is first you want to read up on the marathon. You want to start training like marathoners. You want to start, running 10 feet, then 20 feet, then 50 feet, then 100 feet, then the block. Then, 2 parts of the block. Then all the way around the block. Then 3 times around the block. Then 5 times. Now you're running miles. It's step by step by step. But implement, implement, implement. Implement what you learn. Implement what you visualize. Implement what you think. Implement what your mentors tell you and what you're learning on podcasts and broadcasts like this. So, ladies and gents, happy holidays, and get them resolutions written down. But remember, those are the 3 things I showed you. And go back into some of the episodes and learn how to manifest and things like that, because that's going to help you. I hope something I said helped you. I hope something I said enlightened you, empowered you, so that you can become the best you ever, because we understand here at T-Buy, the best you ever will help create your best. The best you ever will create your best life ever. You 2.0. This is Jeff Hansen, aka the Silver Fox, and I just want you to know I believe in you. So if no one else does, let me say it to you. I believe in you. God bless you. Take care. Oh, wow. Okay, so. Hey. Cool. Hey, Michelle.